All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm thinking, do I want to explain what happened? Uh, some technical difficulties. That's the best I got for y'all. There was some technical difficulties. There were really some technical difficulties, but I don't really want to go into everything that happened. That was really just a part of it. Good afternoon. Let's get it going. Anthony Prosser, good afternoon. Lewis Talbert, good afternoon. Jerica Van, good afternoon. Crystal Hoskins, good afternoon. Erica Hummins, representing Reading, rounding out the top 5. Good afternoon, Erica. Thank you guys for checking us out. For being in that top 5. I appreciate y'all. Regina Denson Griffin, representing Madisonville. Good afternoon. Got David Herring in the house. Good afternoon. Sierra Brooks. Good afternoon. Dwayne Larkin, representing Mount Airy. Good afternoon. We got Steban Speed out there in Westwood. Good afternoon, Steban. Lamont Jones. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Lamont. I ain't had no ginger snaps since. I ain't had no ginger snaps all year. No ginger snaps all year. The little baby ain't here. Little baby ain't here. But I think she's coming. I'm not sure. I think she's coming. Not 100% sure. She might. She might not. I don't know. Again, there were some difficulties and some technical difficulties with the equipment. Everything happened today. Let's see. Vernon. Good afternoon, Vernon. Thank you for checking out the show. Carolyn Smith, good afternoon to you as well. Thank you for checking out the show. Pamela Kinney, out there representing North Avondale. Good afternoon. I appreciate you. Glad that you could stop by. Oh boy, hold on. Let me move that there. Andrea Bustle. Good afternoon. Steban Speed say, where the Reds gear, Emanuel? Probably still at the Red store. I'll be representing the Reds like. Hold on. Hello? Okay, you have more tire problems than anybody I ever heard of. Then you should maybe slow down and drive a little more careful. Okay. Well, do you need anything? You need help? You need any assistance at all? Okay. Well, just let me know. All right. I love you too. Bye. Okay, more difficulties. So I might have to leave. Y'all might have been able to hear that conversation because I know this mic is really sensitive. But I might have to leave again. You never know. But Steban was asking about Reds gear. Yeah, I don't really do baseball like that anyway. I usually do go to maybe 1 or 2 games a year just because, it's down there. And once or twice a year, somebody will say, hey, I got some tickets. You want them? Well, where the seats at? That makes a difference. And if they're giving me those diamond seats, I always take them. Sometimes I get the seats up in the little club area. I typically take those. I typically don't take seats unless, they're in some, I sound like I'm acting like somebody, but unless they're in some so-called exclusive section, I typically don't go. because I'm not a baseball fan. So, like I said, if it's diamond seats, if it's in one of the suites or in the little area, I don't know if they call that the clubhouse. That's clearly not the clubhouse. The straight back, where like a lot of times, well, every time I've been there, it was a corporate event, and they were having something back there. I'll go there. If you just got like some regular seats, I'm probably not going. So yeah, I don't support baseball like that. Jason Dockery out there in Ross, good afternoon. Vincent Jones out in Blue Ash, representing Blue Ash. He say, what's good? What's good with you? Everything good with me. Thank you for checking out the show. Jack, representing Kennedy Heights today, good afternoon. It was definitely not Lil Baby. Call the car doctor. Okay. Crystal Hoskins representing the Christ Hospital. All right. Rachel Russo. She says, hi, y'all. Bye, y'all. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it. David says, we didn't hear the conversation. Yes, somebody has a bad tire situation. They have a bad tire situation. Oh, y'all heard me say that. Oh, my tire's blown. You blow 3 tires a year. Who goes through three tires a year? Brenda Early representing Fairfield. Good afternoon. Lonzo Clark. Say what's up. Back home from Florida. Anything crazy happened this past week? No, nothing whatsoever. Terry Anderson, downtown. Good afternoon. Tanika, we are not friends today. Hold on, let me look. Got to get to my weather app. I don't think we're friends. It didn't feel like we were friends when I was outside. Yeah, no, we're not friends today. But you're representing beautiful Orlando, Florida. Thank you for checking out the show. Well, wait a minute, I don't know what the temperature is down in Florida. We might be friends. Is it 70 degrees at least down there? If it is, we're not cool. Fame in the house. He's in Gross BZ, fronting and stunting. All right. Dina Johnson and Angel in the house. Good afternoon, representing Walnut Hills. Baseball gets no respect. That's an interesting game. I still don't consider it a sport. It's an interesting game, though. Deborah Simmons says, hello, Deborah Simmons. Have I ever taken Lil Baby to the opening day parade? No. I don't get parades. I don't understand parades. You just sit there and watch people walk past. I don't understand that. And it ain't even like real people watching. Like, when I go on cruises or, I'm out and doing different things, and I'm watching people. Just watching people walk by for the sake of walking by. I don't understand it. Fame.
Yeah, what's your damn problem?
People calling me, asking me what's my damn problem.
You're un-American and you're un-Cincinnatian. Why don't you never... First of all, I'm a little bit of a seat snob, too.
Okay.
I don't just go... Like, if somebody gives me free seats, I don't just go to any, I'm cool on that. I don't... somebody, offer me some free seats to, some nosebleed seats one time to a hoop game, and I'm like, I'm good on that. I'd rather watch it at home than watch it in the nosebleeds. But being a Cincinnatian, you're, almost obligated to at least participate, give the Reds a chance, and you don't like baseball?
No, I don't like baseball.
I guarantee, this is my theory about black people that don't like baseball.
Okay.
Their dad never taught them how to throw a baseball.
Actually, my dad did teach me how to throw a baseball. He and his brother were, in particular his brother, but he was a baseball fanatic because his brother... The story, as they tell me, somehow his brother was some sort of a prospect or something like that. Either way, he was a baseball fanatic. And so Yeah, no, that theory is wrong, or at least in my case, it's a bad theory.
Well, I said a theory, not a law.
Yeah.
But I just, like I saw the comment from the gentleman talking about some baseball gets no respect. No, you get no respect, nigga. Talk about baseball don't get no respect. Tell that to somebody who actually played it, who knows what's going on out there. It's not my fault. Your dad didn't teach you how to throw a curveball.
I think a lot of us know what's going on. We just don't care what's going on out there.
Because you don't know how to throw a baseball properly.
Okay. Let me buy that. I don't know how to throw a baseball properly, so I don't like baseball. Okay. I'm comfortable with that.
I mean, you claim that you did, but, to the gentleman that said that, you get no respect. I've told you for years that your commentary was getting a little goofy. That's the coup de grace right there. I'm done with you, bro. Steven Speed. Like, we would, you had a chance to be cool, but now I don't fuck with you. You don't like baseball. And then we got the host, the podcast host up here talking about some, what'd you say, baseball ain't a sport?
No,
How?
It's a game.
How is it not a sport?
It's a game. It's not necessarily a sport.
It's very much a sport.
Okay.
Track and field is not a sport. Golf is not a sport.
Then baseball is definitely not a sport then.
Okay. The Associated Press agreed with me.
So?
Probably about,
So?
No, ain't no so.
Yeah,
ain't no so about it.
The Associated Press don't get any special "you're right" privileges. That don't mean nothing.
Damn shit. When you get nominated for the Associated Press Award for Best Column, and newspapers under 30,000 cert, that's an achievement.
Everything is an achievement. Waking up in the morning is an achievement.
What we not gonna do on the Emanuel show is reduce people's resumes.
Waking up in the morning is an achievement. Some people didn't do it.
It's a gift.
It's an achievement.
It's a gift.
No, it's an achievement.
No, it's a gift. You don't achieve gifts. You're granted them. You earn achievements.
You earned it.
Not necessarily.
Well, just like you didn't necessarily earn somebody giving you an award.
No, the people who are in charge of giving those awards gifted me with that.
Right. It was a gift, not an achievement. Like you said, they gifted you with it. It's a gift, not an achievement.
I earned the gift. I earned that award.
It's a gift.
Okay?
I'm not trying to diminish your achievement or your gift or whatever you want to call it. All I'm saying is some people's opinion don't override my opinion because you respect them. That don't mean I respect them.
Who the hell are you?
Who the hell are they?
You just Emanuel.
Who the hell are they?
Nathaniel's brother. You just Nathaniel's little brother.
Who are they? That's what I'm saying. People respect, for whatever reason, people respect all kind of crazy nonsense just because. I've never understood that.
This is what I said in the column. And this was the reason why golf, swimming, track and field are not sports because you can't limit your opponent's output. In other words, you don't play defense. You play defense in baseball. Therefore, it's a sport, not a competition.
I reject that.
You reject it, but you rejected it wrong. I mean, sometimes you can reject the bus. You can reject whatever you want to. Don't make you right.
And it don't make you right. It's just your opinion.
Oh, and that's not an opinion. You clearly don't play defense in swimming.
Okay. So anything you play defense in is a sport.
Yes.
Okay.
Auto racing is a sport because you play defense in it.
Interesting. Chess?
Yes, you play defense in chess.
So that's a sport.
Yes.
Interesting.
It's just not athletically based.
No, that's your definition of what a sport is. So technically, this is a sport right now.
What?
I'm defending my position. Thus, it's a sport, right?
I mean, if you want to go from 5'5" to 7'1" and reach like that, sure it is.
No, it's I play
verbal
defense.
Sparring, yes. Verbal sparring, yes, is a defense. Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm an athlete, y'all.
No, I said verbal. I didn't say athletically.
Well, it don't matter. It's a sport. I'm an athlete.
I gave the clear qualifier that verbal sparring.
Okay, I'm an athlete. That uses muscles, bro. Didn't you know it used muscles to do all this talking?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I'm an athlete.
Hey, there's men with goatees, you know, to come down to their chin that identify as women. So I mean, you can say whatever you want to say. I'm not gonna argue with you. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, honestly, I just turned on the show, read about 5 comments, and then you said, "Yeah, baseball ain't sport," and instantly my ass got chapped.
Yeah, I don't consider it a sport. It's a game. It's a competition, and you know that's that. It's one that I'm not into. So, yeah, I don't run around wearing gear from Cincinnati Reds. Now, if you wanted to give me some, I'd probably wear it if I liked it.
Okay, well, I'll get you a Reds bucket hat. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me where to mail it to. I'll mail it to you.
I don't know what's a bucket hat.
You know, like them old 1980s Kangos. You know, to go over your ears a little bit.
Oh,
you know, go to the real down.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, we get to see Emanuel rocking it bucket low like fuck it though. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You know, but yeah, as a Cincinnatian, it's your duty. As a lifelong Cincinnati, it is your duty to be involved with the Reds.
All right.
They are baseball's first professional franchise, and if all sports, you know, if all sports did realignment and redistribution, Cincinnati would not have a major league team in football or baseball.
Okay.
It's too small of a city. You know, not a lot of money here. I mean, hell, there was one comment about the Sundance Film Festival, and hell, Sundance is like, yeah, we ain't coming to Cincinnati.
I'm comfortable with all
comment.
of that. I'm comfortable with all of that. I'd be comfortable if the Bengals and the Reds left. I wouldn't shed a tear. Like I would be cool.
Exactly, because you lived in Hamilton. If the Bengals and Reds left, that's basically one big ass Hamilton.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Louisville North. That's who we'll be.
Okay.
Who wants to be a part of that? You know, after you grew up watching, you know, Ken Anderson and Boomer Esiason, and you know, as you become an old man, you're teaching your kids why AJ Green is good, why Eric Davis is the best, you know, player I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. He explained that why black people don't like baseball, because a lot of black people, their dads don't transfer the game from themselves to their kids, because there's just something about baseball that a man has to kind of explain it and teach it to you that a woman can't do.
Or it could just be that we don't like it.
Yeah, because it makes you think a little bit.
No,
Negroes
we don't mind
don't like
thinking. We just
Negroes don't
like
like thinking. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said no. We just don't like that.
Right. I'm telling you. Listen, there's 3 things every little boy should know how to do. 4: shoot a jump shot, throw a jab, throw a spiral, and throw a baseball. You know, you ever see, you know, like Mark Mallory, you see him do that first day opening, that first pitch of the game. You see how horrible that was. 50 Cent, Jay-Z, a lot of these guys cannot throw a baseball. It's like, damn.
I believe that there are a lot of people who actually believe that nonsense that you just said. And I believe that's why some of our men are so messed up.
Can't throw a baseball?
That's why some of our men are so messed up, because they think that their manhood is tied up in nonsense like how hard can I throw a baseball, or, you know, how accurate is my jump shot, or, you know, all that nonsense. And they don't think about the actual things that, you know, most people would consider important to being a man.
No, reading, writing, arithmetic are very important.
That wasn't on your list of all the things a man should be able to do. None of those things were on your list.
I apologize for not giving the qualifier of athletically. You know, because as a boy, especially growing up in the inner city, no matter what city you in, Cincinnati, Chicago, Miami, you know, St. Louis, Los Angeles, New York, you're going to have to fight somebody. It's going to come a time where you're going to have to let them things go.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, just being a boy. I remember my son got into a fight. Mom called, talking all kind of grief. Got into a fight, blah, blah, blah. At school, blah, blah, blah. All this and that. And I was like, well, he's 8 years old. That's kind of what an 8-year-old boy is going to do, get into a scrap.
Yeah, we're very.
I'm just more concerned. Did he run?
No, you're right. We're very pro-violence around here. We are.
Hmm?
We're very pro-violence around here.
Oh yeah, you let a nigga say he would kill his son if he was gay yesterday. I said, what? Man, you need to cut this call now.
Well, you would be for that, right? Because that's violence. That's good. Violence is good.
I would not. There's violence, and then there's like extremities. That's extreme.
Oh.
I understand you worked with a guy who famously testified in a very popular, or I don't want to say popular, what's the word I'm looking for? Infamous Cincinnati murder. You worked hand in hand with that guy, who kind of probably led to the guy's death, if we're being honest. But I thought you'd pick it up. But we don't condone that. You understand me?
We just condone street level violence.
Well, I mean, every now and then there's some people are born with 6 toes, 6 fingers. So there's an exception to every rule. You understand me? And, before I go, listen, all you people, I be peeping y'all little comments talking greasy. Couple of you, like Nikki Davis, I'm going to give you pretty privilege. You're a nice-looking woman. You can use a little bit in the breast area, but you're a nice-looking woman. I'm giving you a pass, but you better chill, because when I start, I'm not going to stop. And anybody who we had beef on a previous podcast, of a man, listen, that beef carries over here. Don't talk to me over here just because we ain't on that other show not talking. I still don't like you. So if you don't like what I'm saying, don't try to be slick and try to talk in the comments just because I'm on the phone and think I can't see it. Watch your mouth. I'm not going to say who you are. You know who you are. You one of the ugliest mouth I've ever seen in my life. Black as hell. Look like an obsidian Kermit the Frog. You know who you are. Keep my name out of your mouth, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And the other dude, the dude from Dallas, I ain't even started on you yet. But, you want to do some old backhanded, passive-aggressive stuff, blocking people, then talking greasy about them. That's punk shit. That's why you're the worst. Never mind. I'm not going to even go there. Hey, Emanuel.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure.
All right.
I had fun, and we'll try this again soon.
And now you're on your way to the game, right?
No, I'm watching a couple games because I got action going. So I'm watching them on the on ESPN.com. I got some action going, Yankees and whatnot. But I tried to stay out and not call, but y'all just pissed me off.
All right.
The past couple of days, and I've just had it. So Rothstein's back, just like them herpes y'all got. Oh!
That's fame. That's fame. I don't know what happens. I have no idea what happens. I just be saying hello to people, and next thing you know, just stuff be happening. Now, I will agree with him about something that he said. Twin.
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Hold on. Let me agree with Fame about something first, and then we'll get to you, Twin.
Well, I'm dead.
Because y'all know this is going to be a super short show. I agree. If you are, as Fame would say, talking greasy about somebody, and then they respond, and your response is to block them, and then talk greasy about them behind their back, that is some punk stuff right there. That is some punk stuff. Now, I don't know if that's what Brent did. I don't know any of that kind of stuff. But to start beef with somebody or, not be able to communicate with somebody, then block them and then talk stuff about them, that's some punk stuff. That's some punk stuff. And that, like what Zoe's very good for that. That Come on, y'all know me. I believe in calling people's names. I don't believe in, goofing around about stuff like that. Zoe is very good for that, and that is some punk stuff. I want to say some other stuff, but it's not necessary, and I only cuss when it's necessary. But yeah, that is some punk stuff. If you man enough to, take me on verbally, don't block me when I get the best of you and then talk stuff behind my back. Be man enough to, as the young people would say, I don't know that they would say this, but I was about to say it and it didn't even sound right in my mind coming out. But if you want the smoke, don't run. Don't run. I blocked you and now I'm talking stuff about you. Come on. Be a man. Be a man. Don't be a little wussy or a zussy. All right, twin.
He's something else, man.
You got to tell the truth, man. You got to tell the truth, and you have to not, when you know what you're saying is 100%
because you
true,
is telling
you have
the
to
truth.
not be ashamed to.
I can't agree because Zoe did me like that and Brent blocked me there, talk behind me and everything. So I can't agree with you on that, man.
Yeah.
I can finally agree with you. We got to understand you mean, you did.
All right.
But yeah, I can agree with you. Fame, he's something else, man. Fame, he remind me of Pharaoh, man. Whenever he happy about something, though. He said he was going to cancel himself last year. Then he said he going to cancel himself in April. So he said he back, and I'm like, y'all with herpes. Come on, Fame.
He back. He back.
But he said he about to block himself, turn on his social media. Did he say he back like herpes or something? I don't know.
You know about them herpes.
And you a damn liar. My mama ain't never heard nothing like that.
What?
You a damn...
What?
No, on my mama grave. I ain't never heard nothing like
my
that.
mama. I thought you said my mama ain't never had nothing like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Okay.
See, no, I ain't never heard nothing like that, man. That man went too far. I'm like, herpes? What? You know how you gotta be up front when you marry, because you marry go jump out the high river and take off with it. You what? I don't understand. We go ahead. You understand in a minute.
I like to understand. What's up? What's on your mind?
I understand you, and I'm peeping you as I go day by day. And there's some things you don't understand, man. You're supposed to be the so-called king of talk, but if you don't know, you don't know. Like you said last week, if you don't know, you just don't know.
Right. And
I can agree with you, but you don't understand. I be forgetting who I'm talking to. And I forgot you be the last person, on the podcast or, YouTube, social media, whatever, that I can deal with. But, it's all fun, man.
Well, hold on, twin.
What's up, player?
Brent says he did not block you. You blocked him.
No, he blocked me at first. Gone with that soft stuff. He blocked me at first.
Did you block him?
Man, I ain't want to keep. After that, I mean, what? We can't talk about nothing else. Ain't nothing gonna be back and forth with you. You saying crazy stuff. He blocked me at first. Oh, I'm gonna block you from the friends buzz. I mean, okay, because I speak my man what I want to say. Hey, you blocked me, okay? Then I blocked him.
Well, wait. No. I think what you're saying is not. It's not fair.
Hold on, player. Hold on, player.
Let me get it out, and then you respond. Because I said I think, and I'm about to express my theory, and then you can poke holes in the theory. Okay? I believe he blocked you because you called somebody a B word or something like that, and so.
Man, that's way before then. Go on with that soft ass shit. Everybody a B. Man, go on. They say it every day, and y'all respect that shit down in Cincinnati. So go on with that. There ain't nothing new.
No, hold on. Did he block? No. Did he block
you?
Way
before then. Way before then.
Wait.
He started saying some crazy shit out of his mouth. He blocked, and then after that, okay, we back and forth. Then I blocked him. That's how it goes, man. I don't care what he try to justify that shit.
So he not saying this. I'm trying to go from my recollection.
Man, that's way before then. Way before that even issue went on when I said the B word. towards the women. That's before then, man.
So he
Go
blocked
on
you.
with that.
Wait, so he blocked you on his personal page?
Hey, no, I blocked him on it. No, yeah, was it? Yeah, like that at first, and then after that, I blocked his ass because I didn't want to keep on hearing what the hell gay shit he was saying out his mouth.
So he unblocked you at some point.
Probably did. I don't know. I can't recall. Then he blocked me on the friends page. I said, okay, man.
I'm confused. I have to be honest.
The nigga he's a blocker, man. Just put it like that. He used to work for Blockbusters. He used to work there.
But
So,
you apparently are a blocker as well. Even though I had to say, if you block me, I typically do turn around and block you too. Because some people try to block you and then, be real sneaky and unblock you so that they can see what you're saying.
I'll be saying, you know that thing they got, see who been watching your page and all that, man. They got that on Facebook, right? You'd be surprised, man. Huh?
Wait, I didn't know. What? There's a way that you can see who's checking out your page?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about this. I'm not on social media like that, so help me.
Long time ago, it was a thing like, see who viewed your page. And one day I clicked on it, this girl showed me. I'm like, what? Man, you'd be surprised how many people, and tell you how many times they viewed your page and all that.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you still do that?
I'm going to do it still, but a long time ago,
Are
man.
you talking about like on Black Planet?
I mean, I don't know how to, Emanuel.
I know you can do that on Black Planet, but I don't know that you can.
What's it, Black Planet, man? I don't know nothing about that stuff. Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, man. This girl like, yeah, you can see who reviewed your page. I said, what you mean? I said, some stalking creep. I said, man, there was so many exes out here, man, and motherfucking side pieces and shit, thoughts I fuck with. I'm like, damn, he nosy bitch. Then reviewed like 4 times, 3 times, 2 times. And I was shocked. I'm like, oh, girl put me on game. Because, I don't know about this technology stuff. And she put me on game about it and everything. I'm like, whoa, I'd be surprised. Hey, man, let me elaborate yesterday remix. Yesterday, I understand. I had to gather, and I said, this is a podcast, and I respect you to the full. We joke and everything. Sometimes you don't agree with me. I don't agree with you. But we still brothers in the name of Jesus. We still get along. We're going to have our differences and everything. All right, man, F you and all that. At the end of the day, we dap it up. But Emanuel, yesterday, as I thought about it, Emanuel, with the situation with the father taking his son on prom, right?
Okay.
So I thought about it, and I'm like, I'm in the same predicament I used to be, and my daughter being thing, and there was a hurting feeling to me, Emanuel, and shocking to me that I didn't know that she was in there. And when I say I'll be in Chicago in next week or something, but I came in 2 days when I told her, I'm like, baby, why you just, she said, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm just shocked and everything. And besides, I was joking at the end with the studs and all that. Let's clarify that.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that. I was joking with that. I had to add that on to make this podcast laugh, man. That was a joke. At the end, that was all game and a joke. But this part, what I'm saying, is real serious, what I'm talking about. I had to realize and think about it. Emanuel, I used to run an escort service. I hear studs and other people in my circle. My thing was making money, Emanuel. I didn't discriminate on what you was doing and how, what race, what gender, whatever you was doing. I had to make money and everything, keep it going. So, Emanuel, as I look back yesterday and think about the issue and what you were saying and how people accept things, but I don't condone it. As me, 44 and a half, 45, Lord's will, next month, I'm a man. I gotta face reality and accept the thing. Not accept it, but just look at it and like, okay, that's them. Let them do them. As long as they don't bother the twin. You call me this bitch, whatever, fuck you, twin, and all that. As long as you don't put your damn hands on me.
All right.
And it's a boundary between disrespect and everything else. It's a limit to it, or whatever. But I had to face it and realize what you were saying yesterday. Like, okay, he was telling the truth. And I look back other issues of my family, some of my family members and friends. I'm like, okay, they accept them, but they love him. And then I say, I love my daughter, regardless of anything, or my son. But I was brought up, and so I can't really accept the fact y'all in my face with this homosexuality, which I wasn't brought up on. That spirit's not going to come around me or whatever the case may be. So I had to really, digress that and think about and dissect the issues like everybody human. Everybody got to be loved. Jesus loved all of us or whatever. Regardless of you wrong or right, you ain't living right, atheist, Muslim, Christian, we all got to be loved on the one. That's what I was taught up as, growing up in the game. All is one said who? King David. And that done go on, but I can't.
Please.
But, I just got to accept the fact who they is, man.
Okay.
Regardless, it's twin hating and twin don't really like it. But I got to accept the fact that, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah. All right.
So I had to really, to be honest, I really had to think about it and what you were saying yesterday and everything. Like, twin, stop playing. This ain't you. Just focus for a minute and just sit down and think about it. And when I got off the phone, I had to, do daddy activities, and I'm like, I got to go back and see what he was saying. And I rewinded it a little bit because it was on my main thing on my mind. I can't go to sleep really thinking about it, man. If it's hard and heavy on my heart and mind.
Okay.
So I had to really go back and see and realize, like, man, he had a point. And then, let God work in mysterious ways, man. There was something else pop up, man, and the same thing. And then, Dominique said something like, look, twins, these are studs that you going to send me, Emanuel. So I had to laugh about it. I like, man, what the hell? So I said, I got to call it. I was going to fall back for a minute. I'm like, no, I got to address the issue as a man. And, this your podcast. I respect you. And I think I love for you, man, and everything. But, I had to address it as a man. Like, man, you know what he's talking about. Some things, you got to shut that switch down and cut it back on. See, is it the bulb light? Sometimes you ain't got the right watch that's flowing through that light bulb. You need to change a different light bulb. Otherwise, it's going to be, like, what's wrong with that? You got to keep tapping on, but no. Once you got a steady LED light up in there and it's, rocking, hey, we on now. We lighting this torch now.
Right.
We got it going on. But,
All right.
You feel me, though, player?
Yeah, no, I do, and I'm glad that you came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
And
on this last thing yesterday, not yesterday, day before, if I can recall.
All right.
I don't know who called in, but that last point, they said, what they say? I don't know who it was. There was a lady though that called in like a boy can raise himself or something like that. A man don't need to raise a boy.
She was saying that you can't.
And you said you don't agree. You said you don't agree,
yeah,
and I
saying,
I said he right.
Yeah, she was saying, you can't model behavior that you've never seen, basically.
And then you said, and then after that, I want to say it was that damn Jerika. I want to put it on her.
It was.
I think it was.
It was
I
that
know
damn
it was,
Jerika.
because she asked a crazy question like that. No disrespect. I still love you, Jerika. Just put the cool 100s down. No, I'm just playing. But I can't say, Emanuel, regardless, most women, probably, I don't know the numbers on it, but most women do fine raising a child and everything, a young man, I can say. It's up to the young man to choose his, where he go in line in life. His peers or whoever he around, his surroundings.
Okay.
Either you'll be bad or your ass go be in jail. Choose one you go be on. You don't have to have no damn man in your life. You don't have to have no uncle in your life, granddaddy or whoever else. It's up to you. It's every man held accountable for your choice. But you always gonna have a guidance. Wrong from right. Like, hey, you say for instance, your mama kicked you out.
Right.
I'm sorry for saying it.
That's all right.
Whatever.
That's
I didn't mean to. But say your people kicked you out, Emanuel.
All right.
Okay. You on the street.
Hold on, before you
You
finish.
go-
Hold on, before you finish. Just so you know, you can say stuff like that. It don't bother
No,
me.
no, no,
Di-
no, no, no,
get-
no,
hold
no,
on,
no,
just,
no, no.
but just so you know, giving
No.
a hypothetical about something that my mama that may or may not have done does not offend me because it's a hypothetical.
No, twin respectful, man. I don't, cause you know.
It's not disrespectful. It's not
I know.
disrespectful.
I understand, but it's just the way I am, man.
Okay.
It's just the way I am. Don't feel, don't take my head off for it. It's just the way twin is.
Okay.
But if you look at it like this, Emanuel, it can be the streets that's raised you, whatever, anything. Just like when Kevin Williams gave his thing when he left his house early age, he had to find a way. Like, hey, I ain't going back to Daddy's house. He on dummy mode over there. I ain't going back to that. So the streets can rage. It's up to you, whatever. You can learn a lot. Like, hey, Mr. Richard growing grass. How can I grow my grass? He growing watermelon. How can I? Mr. Richard, I seen him because I was picking through the fence. That's how he used to do them onions and stuff. You can learn a lot for a person. So you ain't got to really let them raise you, or you got kicked out the house and then your uncle ain't around and all. You can learn from whoever house you over, from the streets or whatever. A homeless person can teach you that. The game and everything, what's going on. So you don't really have to, learn from a person because you got kicked out the house or whatever, your uncles and all that. The game will teach you everything. And it's up to you to pick up on game.
Okay, I'm not.
Or let you go be lost.
I'm not 100% sure that I agree with that 100%, but I think I understand the spirit behind it. But before we go, I don't totally disagree. I think I understand what you're saying. Is really what I'm saying. But before we get out of here, I got to ask, what was the name of your escort service?
It's not. It was just an escort service.
Well, okay, explain.
I ain't got no name to it.
Okay, explain what an escort service is, or at least what your escort service was.
Okay, man. When I was in the game doing my thing,
Uh-huh.
I had people. Hey, it's more like, I had like white, black, Orientals, all type of that. I'm like, okay,
Like the
it's about pimping, man. It's a pimp and prostitute situation, ring type.
Okay.
Or whatever. That's all. I mean, it's just like out in Vegas, all over, man. So it ain't nothing new. Hey, what you need? I need this girl. And so, okay, we make business transactions, keep it moving.
Wait,
That's all it is.
hold on. And so you actually had people would come to you and say,
It's an escort service, man. Google what it is. If you ever been in Vegas, you will know. They leave the cars on the table at the hotel.
But I'm
Come
saying-
on, Emmanuel.
but
you been to Vegas.
but you was
You been to Vegas. Hey, you been to Vegas. Stop playing, Emmanuel.
but you was in charge. You was pimping. Is what
Who?
you're saying.
It ain't called pimping. It's called a business.
It's pimping. Yeah. The business of pimping.
It's called a business establishment.
So I would
What you need? You need a service? I
right,
got you.
so I would come to you and say, "Yo, Eugene,
When what you? Hey, I need something. Find me a friend.
Eugene,
Find me a friend, buddy.
you
They ain't say no, Eugene. Man, don't call me that. You the only one to say that.
okay? What did they call you?
Man, what you think my name is?
Eugene.
No, man. What's my name, man? You don't call me Eugene.
Your name is Eugene.
When I call in, what you say?
Okay, twin.
Okay.
All right,
That's
so,
my name.
So if I wanted some sexual healing, I would
Action, man. Just say action.
come find you. Did you have an office?
You talking too much, man. Come on, we ain't gonna
I'm
get
just
all in
asking
it.
if you-
Just know,
Bro,
if
look.
you came in town or you need some type of,
But how would I get in touch with
establishment.
you? That's what I'm saying. How would I get in touch with you? Beeper?
Don't worry, I got all that established, man.
And so
I
I
got
would
all
come
that
to you
established.
and I
I
would
got
say,
all that established, man.
okay, and
I
so
got all that.
however, I would come to you and I
I
would
had
say,
all that established. What's
and I
up,
would
man?
say,
What you
yo,
need?
I need some sexual healing, man. What you got? And then
I say, how many? What you got? How long you on her for? All night? 3 hours? 2 hours? Bam, here you go.
and I'm saying I need about an hour. I only need about an hour.
I got my cut. I got my cut.
All right. And so then how does the transaction go? Like,
That's
you
it,
line
man.
them up?
I'm cutting the information off. That's it. You can't know too much, man.
But no,
I
hold
only
on.
gave-
I need to know this. Like, do
No,
you just
no,
send
no.
me who you think work for me, or do I get to pick?
You said what?
Do you just send me who you think work for me, or do I get to pick?
You getting your satisfaction. If you go in that 5-star hotel, you want that hotel to be clean, right? You want them sheets to be clean, right? You want that microwave bathtub and all that to be clean, right?
Sure.
No bed bugs, no roaches and ants and all that, right?
Sure.
Okay, then.
That didn't
I ain't
answer
gonna
my
send-
question. How do you know what
Well,
I like?
I know what you like because I'm going to send you the best. You come to my restaurant, my establishment, I ain't going to send you nothing dirty or feed you nothing rat pork.
Right, but
feed
just
you what
like,
you-
hold on,
you get A1,
hold on,
man.
stop. Let's carry that analogy on. I come to your
Hey,
restaurant.
hey,
hold on,
this
no,
a menu.
twin,
Hey,
hold
this
on.
a menu. This a
Right.
menu. You get substitute.
I get
you
to
can
look at
substitute.
the menu and choose what I
You
want.
can substitute.
All I'm
You
asking
damn
is,
right you can.
Right, so
you can substitute.
So that's what I'm asking you. I'm at the hotel. Do you just sit?
If you don't like it, hey,
excuse my
hey,
language,
you don't
but
like
I
it,
feel
it's
like
a
some of this is
substitute.
necessary. So
If you don't like it.
So I go to my hotel and you just send the bitch over?
You don't like it, you can substitute, Emmanuel.
So
you don't like
so
it?
Hold on. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just trying to understand.
I'm telling you what you saying. I'm answering your question. You can
Right.
substitute.
So I'm at. Hold on. Come on. I gotta make it make sense to me.
It's making sense. If I'm answering your question, you gotta.
But
You can
you're
say if
not-
you don't like
you're
what's
not
on the
let-
menu,
You're
substitute.
not letting me ask the question the way I need to understand it.
Come on, player.
So-
How you go put it?
Right. So I'm at the hotel. We done talked. I said I need some sexual healing. You find out where I'm at, and so you just send me a bitch, right? But I don't like that bitch. So what do? I call you like I don't like this bitch. Send me a different bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't I just say you get what part you didn't understand?
But why?
I speak English, a
but
little
why
Spanish,
can't I
but
just,
damn.
Why can't I just pick them out at the beginning instead of
No.
going through the whole substitution
I'm
process?
I'm sending you the best, man.
Line them bitches up, and let me say, give me that one. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta go through all this other stuff?
Most of the time they be around me. Most of the time they be around me, and anybody I deal with be around me.
Okay.
So you go get your pick.
And then, okay,
Regardless.
that's
If you
what
don't
I
like
was
it,
asking.
you get a substitute.
That's what I was asking.
And sometimes if I know you're out of towner, okay, I'll send them up. If you don't like, send them back. Here go another substitute.
Do I have to pay
It's
the
a
return
revolving.
shipping?
It's a revolving door, man.
If I'm out of
Clockwise.
town, do
We
I
gotta
have to
keep this
pay
train
return
going.
shipping?
You say what?
If I'm out of town and you sending them to me and I don't like that one, do I have to pay for return shipping?
No, you gotta pay no return. You don't like your product? Hey, we'll deal with it. We'll negotiate.
I'm saying, do I have to
always
put
keep
that
my-
bitch on a plane and pay for a ticket, send it back, and then I'm unsatisfied for the night? Planes don't just show up like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you gonna be satisfied. I don't care if she lick your toes or your gingerbread snap
But I
cookie
don't
feet.
like her. You sent me somebody that I don't like. I don't like.
You gonna like.
No,
You gonna like.
I don't like no Oriental bitch. You know what I'm saying? I like
Okay.
a sister. You sent me an Oriental bitch. I
Hey.
want a black bitch. What? So now what?
But you go get what I'm gonna make you satisfied, man. Customs always gotta be satisfied. Customs always right. We gotta satisfy the customer, man. Keep the money flowing and keep them happy. Otherwise, you could be like, man, fuck Twin. He got a escort service out of such and such. He suck. Don't never go to him. Man, I'm like,
And
man,
this was
he done put a
happening.
name.
This was happening on the streets of Chicago.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
So
no,
you had
I
an
was going-
office. You had a whole office.
No, I ain't gotta tell you you dig now. Come on, man. You been nosed. I'm just giving you the little info.
I just be wanting to understand. You say you had an escort service. I don't understand exactly how the escort pimping service.
You ever been
business
to
work.
Vegas though?
I've been to Vegas, but I didn't rent no hoes.
See, man, I hope I ever, because I'll probably go this year. I might go. It depends on. But I know I got people up there. But if I ever run into you, I'll show you how it's ran, man. I'll show you how the game
Don't
ran.
show me. Just tell me. I don't want you to show me how it's ran. I done heard too much stuff.
Man, I'm just saying, man. I can show you. I can tell you how it's ran. Because you can make money off of it. But, that's damn near 20, 30 years ago, man.
What was your
It was
cut?
fun.
What was your cut? What was your cut?
What was my cut?
Yeah.
I ain't telling you, man. I made some money. It's money to be made off of it.
Okay, back in let's say this was the 2000s. Okay.
It's oh man.
This was the 90s?
Let me see. I got indicted 2002, 2001. So yeah, man, that had to be.
So it was the
Man.
90s.
No. Between 98, 2001, 2002.
Okay. So what was the going rate? Like, if I said I just need 3 hours, what was the going rate in the 90s?
Man, that was shoot. Let me see. Like 300-400 maybe.
300-400. So basically $100 an hour.
Yeah, I can't recall. It was close enough to that, but
Okay.
back then it was a little cheap. But it was some money be made because
All right.
if you got 10, 50, man, I can't. I gotta stop. I can't keep going because I can't.
Look. I think I got a good understanding now.
No, you won't unless you engage in criminal or sexual activity. You wouldn't have no thoughts of. You wouldn't even. You be like, whoa.
You just told me. You just put me
It's
up on
more.
game.
I can't say too much on this phone, but
Yeah.
it's more to it, man.
Yeah.
It's a stopping. I gotta shut up because you got people and all that.
Okay.
So I gotta shit.
Well,
What
you
else on
already
the
been indicted and paid your debt to society. It don't matter no more.
Man, that indictment was on drug thing, man. That's it.
Oh,
man.
so the hoes, you
that's
got
what
away
it-
with the hoes,
Let's go
but they
two
got you
different
with
things.
the drugs. Okay.
Huh?
You got away with the hoes, they got you with the drugs. Okay.
No. That's a different episode. No.
Oh.
No. Yeah, that was different. I know I got caught up down in Kentucky. I got extradited back in Illinois from Kentucky. So, no, that's two different episodes. I was on the run. That's two different things. Buddy, man, what else on the chopping block, man?
I think that was enough.
You said that was enough.
I think that was enough.
Oh, I thought you was gonna be at that what's that thing? That parade thing. What?
No.
Oh. I thought you don't go there, take baby girl there?
No. I keep telling y'all I don't understand parades. I don't
No,
get the
I don't
draw
know.
of a parade just to watch people walk by. I don't get it.
You ain't never walked
the only one that I could understand is the carnival or whatever, because it be some kind of half naked chicks dancing around. I can understand somebody wanting to watch that, but just people walking down the street.
What's up, Dada? Oh.
What?
Oh, I thought you probably. I'm talking about something. What's up, Dada? I thought you probably go there or something like that.
No.
I ain't know. I thought it was like, since it was what, 100-something years in the game or something like that.
All right. Well, twin,
okay.
Hey, I appreciate your call and I appreciate the information.
Yeah, I bet you do. Come on, Dada.
All right.
All right, be safe, man.
All right, you too.
Yeah.
All right. Who knew? Who knew that twin had an escort service when he was 15? Who knew? Sometimes you learn stuff about people. Sometimes you learn stuff about people. CK.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, Livingston? Hey, man. Yeah, man. Great opening day show, man. Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate you. Always on time, like Ja Rule and Ashanti.
Okay. What's on your mind?
Man, it's rejection. From pimping to rejection.
Hold on.
rejection,
Hold on. Is your phone near a speaker or something?
Hold on, there it is. You got me together now?
I still
Yeah.
hear you, but I when you talk, I hear that sound. Like sometimes I sit my phone too close to a speaker and it make that kind of
Hold on,
noise.
let me get.
And when you talk, I'm hearing
How about now? How it sound?
and still.
Damn, my bad. No, I'm on the
We'll fight
Obama
through it.
plan.
We'll fight through it. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I said, yeah, we going from from pimping to rejection.
Oh.
And in my last therapy session, my therapist said I got problems with rejection. I can't handle it. And yeah, I get real depressed. Livingston.
You get real what?
I can't handle it. Depressed over that rejection. Like I get down and down when I get rejected.
You need to make some life changes.
Good about what you mean?
Like that girl that's pregnant by some other man that you still messing
Right.
with. You're experiencing that rejection on a regular basis. You need to let that whole thing go because it's nothing but rejection and move on. That'll help you. Stuff like that.
No,
Stop.
how can you move? How can
No.
you move on if you're getting rejected by it? There's nothing to move on to. If
No,
your ass gets
there
rejected.
is. When it is rejection to have a woman basically say, I don't want you, but I'll deal with you. But I really want him. I'm carrying his baby, but I'll come and deal with you. That is you coping with, because a healthy person would say, well, if you don't want me, then go on about your business. But what you're doing is, instead of dealing with the rejection, you letting yourself be used for whatever, even if it's for sex. You letting yourself be used by a woman that you know don't actually want you. So you're living in rejection. And so when you experience more rejection, it hurts even more because you're living in it. And it's hard to come out of rejection when everywhere you go, you're living in it.
Yes, the rejection leads you into the arms of a motherfucker that don't want you. You're getting rejected because don't nobody want your ass.
Okay, and so what
So
you
how the
need to
fuck-
do is then reject that rejection and then go find acceptance. But you don't keep seeking out rejection and thinking somehow I'm going to get over rejection by seeking out more rejection. You don't want me.
Look here,
I
brother.
reject you. Go on about your business. You're not going to reject me for the next 10 years while you have babies by some other man. No, thank you. I'll go and I'll seek acceptance.
Listen, sir, do you know how it is to be lonely, to have nobody,
Yes.
to be by your damn self?
Yes.
Have you felt that feeling before?
Yes.
Yeah, Lenny Williams. You want to ball up in a corner and die. That's rejection, sir. I ain't the only man that dealt with it.
Right, you're not. But then he met her and she smiled at him and oh, what a smile. She helped him. She helped him. You know what I'm saying? You can just let it go.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Well, you know, I'm doing what you said, but it's just when you're trying to when you're trying to date, find your non-ratchet to be with, you know, that just be with, you know, just conversation, you know what I mean, food, stuff like that. It's just when you're dealing with the rejection, because, you know, they be all nice, but then when they drop that hammer down on you, it hurts. And it hurts like a pinky toe stub. Because you be looking at how good y'all will be together. But you'll never know, you know, it's like. And then it's like, you know, I'm more of a people's person, so it's like, I can mask, but everybody is meeting over the internet, Livingston. They're internet. We're in the internet world. So I don't know if when you meet somebody in person, if you're a little weary.
Okay, what do you do for
how you
fun?
feel
What do
about-
you do for fun?
Just bowling.
Here's what I want you to do. Here's what I want you to do. Find an event where there's some live R&B music, right? Go to an event where there is some live R&B music. There's going to be a lot of single sisters there, right? And just conduct yourself like a normal human. But meet people. Talk to them. Just mingle. Have a good time. Don't look for no relationship. just have a good time meeting and talking to people. Dance with her, ask a woman to dance. They probably gonna say no. It don't matter. Ask them anyway. Get up on the floor and do a little two-step by yourself. Some woman gonna see you doing your little two-step and she gonna approach you and, just strike up a conversation with her. Just go to events. Go to places where there are single, not ratchet women, because I know you like ratchet nonsense. Go where there are good women, good single women.
I go to Cooper Hawk. What is you talking about? Cooper Hawk don't have a lot of riches.
That's a restaurant, winery. Go somewhere where people are actively out having a good time.
Where is that at? I don't know where that's at.
It's all over the
opening
place.
day?
Bro, almost everywhere I go, and please, ladies, excuse my language, I think this is necessary as well. It's single bitches everywhere I go. All packed to be 10, 11 of them just sitting at a table all by themselves because ain't no men nowhere because all the men is sitting at home wondering where all the good women is. It's single bitches all over the place. Anywhere where there's like that day party, it's going to be single. They're going to be old bitches, but it's going to be old single bitches all over the place.
But when you look at the singles, okay, we have to address the love of being single. The love of when you read the comments, they like when you be talking to them and be trying to hook them, they like being.
They don't
lonely.
like being single. You stop believing that nonsense, bro. They don't like being single. They say that because they single. And people aren't in our society. You aren't allowed to say, you know what, I get lonely. And
that's me. I'm saying that's what I. So you saying I'm an exception to the rule, or you just saying that's because I'm a man? Men are easier to say that they lonely. And
No.
Women lie about it.
No, I'm saying men don't say that either. You are an exception to the rule, but most men, most single men out here ain't running around telling people like, bro, I'm lonely. I'm just lonely. I would love to find a good woman instead of that's not happening because in people's minds that mean you desperate and all of that kind of stuff. All of those women, most of those women that you hear talking about, I don't need no man, I'm single, I like being single, they only saying that because most of them have come to the conclusion in their mind that they ain't gonna find no man. And so they have to convince themselves that they happy being single. But if a good man approached them, and they would take time to get to know that man, and when he dropped down on that one knee or did whatever he did to propose to them, they would be happy. Don't believe all of these women when they say, I'm happy being single. I don't need no man. I don't want no man. They just talking that stuff, man.
But I got you. You 100%. It's one hole in your story. But is he calling your podcast saying he lonely because he's desperate? Would that be a?
I wouldn't say that, but that's the way the world perceives it. If you say I'm lonely, people look at you and say, "Oh, he desperate." No, you're just being honest. Sometimes you get lonely.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Yeah, man. I had to get this out, man, because it was getting to me. I had those situations earlier. I'll never get back to that, but I appreciate you helping me out a dark time. But I just seen that dark. Man, I'm gonna do what you said, man.
Yeah, go out. Go to some places where there are some mature women. Like when I say mature, I don't necessarily mean old. I mean women who ain't ratchet like what you like. Like you're not necessarily gonna like them because you like ratchet shit. So you're not necessarily. You got to change your mindset about what it is that you're looking for at the same time.
Those type of people, sir.
You like ratchet shit, bro. How you gonna? Every story that you done told us about women.
Hold on, but your assessment is all of the above. So no, you can't just put me with the rest. I'll date all of the above, A, B, C, D. So you can't just because I give you a ratchet situation, you can't just lump me with that. I like them all. So it ain't just that one type of situation. I'm just in that situation right now, remember?
Well, hold on. Before you go meet all of these other women, let go of that situation. You need to be single before you go looking to get coupled up. Don't go looking to get coupled up while you still coupled up. Oh, when I find somebody, then I'll let her go. That ain't gonna work. Be single.
Right.
I don't have nobody. Ain't nobody dropping by, dropping off a little pee, and then I go on about my, no, be single before you go looking to get coupled up. Because if you're not, you're gonna mess it all up.
So as late 40 men, we do need sex at least about once a week, man. Just be healthy.
No, you don't need it. You want it. You desire it, but you don't need it.
But it makes me feel better. It makes me a better person at work. I'm more.
You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. You want it. You need to be single.
When you look at half of these bitter.
What?
Okay, I'm saying, but when you look at half of these bitter women on your comment section, it's because they need some dick. If they had some dick, they wouldn't be so mad.
But no. Hold on. That's not necessarily true. Actually, a lot of these bitter women are bitter because of the stuff that I'm talking about. Men pretending to be single when they not really single, trying to couple up with them, and then they find out, and now you're a liar, even though you once I know that this is gonna be good, then I can let that go. But that's cheating. You know what I'm saying? So they bitter because they've been dealing with people who ain't been honest with them, or who have been honest about ratchet shit, and they think that's some sort of a virtue, like, at least I told you about it. That don't make it no better. You know what I'm saying? Get right, and then look to couple up. Don't be, like you are now, and then look to couple up. And deal with that whole rejection issue. Just like men,
I do.
Just like men can see desperation and I'm gonna call it some level of weakness or whatever, insecurity. That's what I was looking for. Just like men can see insecurity on women, women can see it on men, and they don't want that.
Yep, and that's what they think, and they see you right. Now we identify that's what they see in them, because like you said, this is a good ass therapy call, because like you said, they looking at the weakness and the desperation in my eyes when I'm trying, boom. Like you said, that man, you did good, man. Golly. You're a good ass therapist, homie.
I'm not a therapist.
Well, I'm just saying. That was a good one. That was an identifier. You got to give you credit for the identifier now. That's why I'm getting rejected. Livingston.
You need to get rid of the constant rejection. Stop dealing with that chick that's pregnant with somebody else's baby.
Yeah. You say get rid of the 28-year-old with the kids. All right, I got you.
What did you say? The 28-year-old with the what?
Yeah, you talking about that's my one I'm talking about. That's my 28-year-old with the baby dad and all the kids and everything.
Okay. How old are you, twin? Twin. How old are you, CK?
49.
Oh man, you too old to be dealing with nonsense like that. Stop it. You know better.
Nah, but them 20. Hey, that 20-year-old vagina be fine. Feeling good. The 20-something-year-old vagina, it feels good when you're in your 40s.
I didn't even understand what you said. Your phone was so garbled up.
I said that 20. My bad. I said the 20-something-year-old feel good when you're in your 20s. I mean, when you're in your 40s.
Okay.
Be soft.
Hey, here is then what you might need to do. Hit Twin up. He got a service for you. It's you can substitute if you don't like what you get the first time, and it might cost you. No,
I was gonna do that, man. That's before I talk to you. I was gonna, like you said, this is why folks be giving up on that. Look, bitch, how much you want? Yeah, like you said, but I'm gonna go the Livingston route. But yeah, okay. If yours don't work this time, I'm just gonna start buying it. Look, how much you want, mama? What bill you need paid? Yeah, we just gonna cut out all this relationship fake ass shit.
That'll help out the
how much you want for the push stop?
All right. Hey, CK, man, I appreciate your call.
Have a good one, man.
All right.
God bless you, brother.
All right. That was CK. I don't know what was going on with his phone. Maybe it was my phone. That was kind of crazy, too. Jerika.
What? What in the hell was that? Those were two train wrecks.
Well, now hold on. It might be my phone. Let me do something, Jerika. I'm going to hang up on you.
Am I popping too?
Yeah, so I'm going to hang up. I'm going to reset this system and then call me right back.
All right, bye.
All right. Okay, hold on. Let's do this. I'm sorry, CK. This whole time I thought it was you, but it might have been me. All right, Jerika, you can call back now. Hopefully we all good. I didn't do like a full reset, but I closed it and opened it back up. And I'm sitting here saying it's CK's phone, but it might have been my phone. I apologize. Jerika?
Is it working now?
It is. It was me, CK. I apologize.
Okay. Going back. What in the hell was that? You got Twin. Now, clearly I missed Twin calling me Jerika and all this other nonsense and smoking and all that nonsense. I missed all his commentary there, so I'm going to ask you what he said. But did he also say that he was door dashing vagina at one point?
He had an escort service at one point. 30
and he was
years
flying
ago.
chicks.
He might fly them out, but if you wasn't satisfied, you could send them back and get a different one.
Was he paying for the plane ticket there and back? Was
I
it a
believe
round
so.
trip?
He says you don't have to pay for the return. So, yes, he was taking
And
care
this
of all
was
of it.
happening when he was 16, 17. Because he said it was like 30, 40 years ago, 20, 30 years ago. He's 44.
It was like,
So,
he
and he
was
was
like
on the
14,
run.
15, yeah.
Okay. But he was also on the run during that time period as well. I don't know.
No,
Well,
that
it
was
sounded like he just had
a
overdose.
different time. Maybe once he stopped, renting hoes, then he started something different. He got indicted somewhere, and he had to be on the run.
Okay. All right. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. Of course, we all know that he's lying, right?
I don't know that he's lying.
Well, I'm saying he's lying, and I'm standing on that, and I'm sure I'm not standing in that boat alone, because it sounded like he was making up the story as he went along based on, like, SVU episodes. Because if you heard him say, that was another episode, it made complete sense. Like we were living in a land of fairy tale.
I can't 100% agree with that. I think he was just trying to be careful with what he was saying because he's not sure if the statute of limitations is up on that stuff.
But he doesn't even speak like a pimp. I've spoken to some pimps, right? Well, not spoken to them like I know them. Trust me. Don't do that. But I've seen television shows where they talk like pimps, right? They rhyme and they can make sentences. Twin can barely make a sentence. So I don't know what hoe is giving him their money, right? Like, does he seem like someone who's like so intimidating that bitch better have my money kind of thing?
See, that might be the trick. See, you used to hearing on TV.
You're right.
You used to hearing on TV, them pimps talking in a certain way, but maybe he was a different kind of pimp, like
a smaller pimp. Well, and then out in the Cadillac shoes is his brother's thing. Okay, well maybe because he was young.
Yeah.
And, maybe less intimidating and used, not intelligence to get him. So what you think?
He's a charming guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were they old hoes? Did he say they were old?
He did.
Because I'm sure senior citizen hoes probably go quicker than, the young.
They were just all different types and flavors.
Okay.
He had black, he had white, he had oriental.
He did say oriental. I was like the ramen noodles? Okay, yeah. That's different. Well, you know what? I'm not going to knock the hustle. If he was pimp on, he said he might be bringing it back. And, hopefully he's successful with that. But I don't know. And then poor CK. I am not going to go in on CK, but I do, because I did see that someone suggested that CK turn a twin for help. CK, don't do it, brother. Don't do it. But
Who would
because
suggest
Twin probably has
such a thing?
ratchet chicks on his squad, and CK likes the ratchets. CK may or may not be for the streets. I'm not too sure yet, because, again, I think he may be playing a character. But if the character is that of CK, stay away from us decent women. Well, not me, of course, I'm taking, but stay away from us decent women. Don't go ruining a decent woman's life because you like the ratchets. Stay in the ratchets. Like, we all have our tier of people, in my opinion. So, yeah, maybe the streets, because he also said he gets his house cleaned by crackheads. So, and he might have sex with them sometimes.
Well, that might just be a good business decision.
What?
I mean,
Services
if it was
for services. You talked about that before. You're right.
If I needed like a maid or something like that, and it was a crackhead down the street, and she had cleaning skills, then I might be like, hey, how much it costs to, wash my dishes, or whatever it is that maids do. I'm not rich enough. Myosha, what do maids do? I'm not rich enough. So whatever it is that they do, hey, come in and kind of clean up, vacuum, straighten everything up, and I give you this $20, as opposed to, oh, let me hire Hillary's maid service, and then they come over and blah, blah, blah. If I can get it done for, $5, $10 instead of, $100, that's just good business.
That made no sense to me. Like, none of what you just said made sense. So, in other words, you're telling me you will let a crackhead come suck you off or do whatever for you to clean their house?
I said clean. I didn't say nothing about sucking nothing off. What are you talking about?
Well, that's what he said he's done before. Remember, he said that he has crackhead women. He gives them, I don't know if he said some type of exchange of services for them to clean his home.
They're maids.
With CK, if you think like that, maybe that's why you're getting rejected. Oh my gosh.
They're maids.
Are these real life people? Are you paying them?
I'm definitely
do you do something on the side? Because there's no way that both of these men who are walking around the streets of Cincinnati have both found you. Like this oh my God.
I'm definitely
and they
not
have children.
paying them. And I don't appreciate you overlooking the idea of cheap labor. Because that's really all he's saying.
Okay, all right, Mr. Services for Services, because you support it. I understand. You let us know about that the other day. I was a little questionable about that, too. I think somebody tapped in before I could. Yeah, so, I mean, I understand that you can see where they're coming from. But I do feel for CK because he sounds like he's an older guy who's looking for love, maybe in all the wrong places, but he enjoys the places that he finds. So maybe he should just stay there.
But he does not like, according to his story, the rejection that he feels.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Nobody really likes rejection.
You might feel moments of pleasure, but if it's wrapped up in days and weeks and hours of rejection, it's not a fair trade-off.
Well, that makes sense. Maybe he should do some self-reflection and kind of focus more on himself before just giving himself freely to people. But then he also said, hell, if I can't find a bitch soon, I'm just going to start paying for it. So I've
heard that a lot. I've heard
Who
that.
do you hang? Sir, you also have people on your Facebook page who talk about selling pussy and sleeping with married men. None of those people have graced my pages, so I don't know who you hang around with to have friends like that. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna suggest a couple of friends for you on your Facebook page, and you will see that I'm not making these people up. These are the things that they talk about on almost every post of theirs is about that type of stuff. So I'm not making these people up. And I don't know them personally. I don't know how we became Facebook friends, but somehow we're Facebook friends, and that's what they talk about.
You sound like Lincoln talking about, why do I keep getting big booties in my algorithm? Because you keep looking at the big booties. Now you got these chicks posting all these nasty things. Could be because you're looking at nasty things too.
Well, no. Because they're just saying stuff, and your algorithm don't work like that. It don't.
But it suggests friends for you based on other friends that you're associated with.
But that
so if
would
you have
mean-
one ratchet hoe friend and she has some hoes on her team too, they're
That
going to
would
get suggested
mean,
for you.
though, look, I was at a point, I kind of still am, where if you send me a friend request and it looks like a legitimate page, I accept the friend request because at the time I was a pseudo public figure. So, I didn't, want to just be rejecting people. So I accepted everybody. And so, yeah, sometimes, you get people on there. And I did get a lot of like literal pornographic stuff because you can't always vet everything. And, when people would start posting pornography on my page, boom, I got to delete them because I don't want that. Because, I'm not into that kind of stuff. It's just, they might. But okay. In terms of just people, these are just people that you will see walking down the street and you don't know it until, and like, do you ever get a friend request and then you look and they like 87 mutual friends, and so you look at all of the mutual friends and you're like, they all respectable people. I don't know this person, but I'll accept this friend request. And then next thing you know, they talking about, I was effing some girl's husband last night, and his D was little, but he gave me $80, and I'm like, what? Who are you? So
no. Those people are still. If they were to request me as a friend, I would not accept them, and I would just leave them sitting there.
You wouldn't know.
I don't do that.
You wouldn't know that until
if I don't know them. But like you said, you have accepted people who you don't know, but they're associated with people that you do know. So you're like, oh, they may be okay. Yeah, I don't do that. I select them and see, do I know them at all? If they have like 3 followers or 3 friends, yeah, I'm not accepting them. So I vet a little bit different.
These
and we
got like hundreds and hundreds, thousands of friends.
Okay.
And a lot of them, for real,
mine a little better, apparently.
A lot of them be people that I know, like, we got 237 mutual friends. I'm not going through all of their stuff. We got 237 mutual friends. We got some judges, some lawyers, some doctors, some ratchet people, some whatever. Okay, they seem respectable. You got a whole lot of followers. I can't really see your stuff that you be posting, but you seem like a right person. I accept your friend request. And 2-3 weeks later, I'm on Facebook and on my page, I see I'm sleeping with somebody's husband tonight, whatever. And I'm like, that's a weird thing to say. But I ain't really focusing on it. I just keep going. And, then you realize there's a pattern.
They're friends. I got you. And they're still your friends. And, that's your business, right? Your Facebook page, if you like it, I love it. It's perfectly fine. I just found it interesting that, on your calls from these 2 particular people, they find it so freeing to air some of the things that they say. Even though, that's what I'm saying, it seems like you might be paying them or do something, because it's just concerning. It's very concerning. These are the kind of conversations you have in secrecy, right? One-on-one with another friend. Like, girl, let me tell you this, and don't you ever tell anybody else. They just come out and freely tell it all.
Listen, I'm telling you, and in particular, I watch a lot of stuff, and as they call it, the manosphere. There are a lot of men who have made up their mind that dating and, going through all of the stuff, dealing with modern women today, it's not worth it. I will just pay $100 and have some sex and be done with it, as opposed to, trying to talk to some chick who really just want me for my money anyway, or, ain't got no sense, whatever, or don't know how to be a woman, because a lot of y'all out there don't know how to be women. So, I'm just saying, there are a lot of men who have made that decision and made that declaration publicly.
Oh, I thought you yourself were saying that. Well, let me leave that alone, because we go down a whole rabbit hole with that. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was saying that there are a lot of women out here who don't know how to be women. But I'm saying that because a lot of men have recognized that, they just feel like it's less hassle to just pay for it. And I've heard a lot of men proclaim that publicly.
I got it. Yeah. I get that. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, my hope is that the ones who don't know how to be women and the men who don't know how to be real men find one another and just live happily ever after and leave us good ones alone. we don't need to be tainted at all. From what I hear, because clearly I'm not out there, the pool has piss in it, so it could be coming from those low vibration people. I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. Could be.
Okay, but that's it.
All right.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right. Take it easy, Jerica.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. Call that woman Jerica. Hold on. I saw some comments in here that Sierra says, "Wow, who posts that on Facebook?" People. One of these, I'm gonna pull up one. I have to go in and do the whole thing where I can, blur out their name and all of that kind of stuff, so y'all can see I'm not making this stuff up. And these are normal, well, relatively speaking, normal people. I'm telling y'all, this stuff is out there. I'm not making this stuff up. People say all kind of crazy stuff. They say all kind of crazy stuff. And they have friends who you would not, and I mean, I guess I'm one of those friends. Now, when they send somebody else a friend request, they like, oh, man, you their friend, so I can be their friend. I just ignore their posts. But, so you never know. Brent.
Hey, what's going on, E-Man?
Hey, Brent, how you doing?
I'm all right. So I'm glad you changed those Wish.com batteries to get rid of that crackling sound. That was a little irritating.
And CK, I apologize. The whole time I thought it was you, but it was me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. But what are the topics today? Because I missed the very first part of the show.
I don't even know. I wasn't even finished saying hello, and the phone started ringing, and you and Fame arguing, and you and Twin arguing over who blocked who and all of that kind of stuff. So I didn't have an opportunity to set nothing up. I could have taken the opportunity, but I planned on being gone by now. So.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep you on at least for another couple of minutes then, so we can, once again, clear the air, set the record straight. We'll start with Twin. He's the easiest one. Did I block Twin on the personal, my personal page? No, he blocked me on there. Now, did I kick him out of the friends page? Oh, hell yes, I kicked him out of there. And he deserved to be kicked out of there for calling, two black women in the chat, Jerica and it's Jerica, you got the pronunciation right, and Brenda, calling them out their names. So yeah, that whole apology is more than just saying, I'm sorry. You're not 3 years old anymore. You got to show some sort of reparations, not monetarily, definitely not in this case, but some sort of contrition that you actually are sorry for what you did, not just that you sorry for getting called out for it, sorry for getting caught and called out for it. So yeah, Twin can unblock me at any point in time on there, and I like the back and forth with Twin because that's light work. Number two, with Fame, I thought he said he wasn't gonna call in no more. Let's start there.
He did. He changed his mind apparently.
Yeah, and obviously his ass is still itching, and he didn't follow my advice of hot water, soap, and a washcloth. And he probably didn't go to a doctor. So once again, Fame got a Fame problem. And did I block Fame?
Hold on, but just for the record, Twin says you're not blocked.
I can't see his comments at all.
No.
Yeah, me putting him out of the friends group does not block him from my personal page.
Well, y'all work that out.
Yeah.
You go in, you check and make sure you don't have him on your block list. And Twin, you make sure that you don't have Brent on your block list. And then everybody can see everybody and just be respectful.
Yeah, no, Twin got, I added him to the functional illiterate category. He got a little pissed about that, but oh well. But yeah, I've already checked my block list to see if I did block Fame. And yes, I did block Fame. I blocked him a few years ago. But there's a reason that I blocked him.
Okay.
And so that I'm reading this verbatim, I commented about something. And then Fame replied, LOL, nobody interested in nothing you post. LOL, be well month, whatever month means. And then I replied, apparently you are. And maybe you didn't know, but I am not a switch hitter. So maybe you want to hit up your man's LG, a.k.a. block Russia, because Russia, he blocked me. And you can look him eye to eye and wear that same medium shirt. That's one of Glenn's favorite words. Glenn has some good ones in there. And then he replied, I'd rather pipe you. You light-skinned it and got a fat ass. Now, I've been called a lot of things in my life. Light-skinned it ain't one of them. And just like, what was her name? Still I rise. That lady said, when they show you who they are, you believe them. That joker flaming. So, yes, I immediately blocked him for making unwanted sexual advantages. And just like with Cat Williams, I like to stay in this category and keep my virgin booty hole. So, yes, I blocked him, and he will forever stay blocked.
That's reasonable.
And he's the one always, you like it with the itchy ass and mentioning me. So, I got to come back and say something. And I know he has with the public gambling show or whatever it is, that other one, which is not blocked. And I intentionally put it in there so he can see it. Because he doesn't always use his fame, his nom de plume. So yeah, he's blocked. He deserved to be blocked. And, goodness, he needs to go see, what's the back that ass up, Dr. Melvin? He needs to go see him so he can back that ass up and have him check it out. And he needs to sit down with Dr. Chantel Thomas so he can work through his little man issues. Because you can do Cincinnati a great service by getting fame, getting LG, and teach them as someone who is vertically challenged how to have a little damn confidence. Because both of them jokers hate black women, especially black women that are taller than them, and definitely men that are taller than them. And he needs to, by the way, go see a damn optometrist because I'm not light-skinned in any stretch of the imagination. So yeah, that little ugly dude, he can talk all he wants to and, threaten me with boxing gloves and everything. If he hits it big this weekend during the NCAA tournament, he can get him a megabus ticket to come on down here to Dallas. He's ridiculous. He's a clown. He knows he's a clown. Glenn was right for suggesting that maybe all wolves should be spayed and neutered because he is one of them. Because he needs to work on his confidence because man. Oh, well. Isn't he the same one who essentially insinuated that he wanted to have sex with LeBron James?
I'm not sure that was him.
Oh, yes, it was him.
Okay, I hear so many of these brothers who want to have sex with LeBron James that I get them confused.
Yeah, it was him, and it was another. Who was it? One of the Dantes. I don't know which one it was, but yeah. He was because he was describing him in terms that I was like, well, a man shouldn't be describing another man like that. Yeah, but oh well. But if that's who you are, be you, but understand that not everyone is going to reciprocate your sexual advances. And once again, I am not a switch hitter. So, hey, do with that as you will. So, call up LG. He still won't mention LG, Tracy Graxon's name, and that's some definitely emotional stuff right there. So, yeah. No. Any guy that tries to make advances at me sexually, you're going to get blocked. Because we're going to wipe out all doubt or anything like that going on. So, and Twin did have an escort service. I remember hearing about one up in Chicago, but it was Ford escorts that he was written out for $60 a day. So I believe that's the one story I believe was Twin. So,
hey, if the man say he had an escort service, I have no evidence to refute that, so I take his word for it.
Man, them Ford Escorts, man, them things will run forever. That the Ford Escort, that was what didn't you have conflict with the Escort because with the Vet, that's in the same vehicle class. the vet, the Chevette, the Escort Chevette, they were competitors.
I think they were. I actually had an Escort at one point. Of course, not at the same time as I had the vet. So.
Mm-hmm. So, which one did you prefer, the Chevette or the Escort? Which one had more sentimental value?
Definitely the vet.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely the vet. But that was my college year, so
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And how many going back to your college years? You on the phone talking to the girls, because I don't know at Alabama State. Did y'all have individual room phones, or did y'all have like one out in the hallway?
I lived with my grandparents, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't live on campus.
Okay, so while you're at your grandparents' house, you call up the young tenderoni and say, "Hey, I want to come pick you up and everything. I'm gonna pull up at the vet." Did you ever tell them that? And if you did, what did they say when you pulled up in the Chevette and not Corvette?
I didn't tell them that per se. Actually, what would happen is they would overhear, because me and two of my cousins, were, one of them was at Auburn, the other one was at Alabama State with me. And we would always have conversations about, we're going to go up to Auburn or, whatever's going to happen. And there was always this conversation about who's driving. Because we didn't all want to pile in. My one cousin had a Chevy S10 pickup truck. So we didn't always want to pile in there. And my other cousin had I think it was a small Accord hatchback when, the Accords was really small. But he was the one who was up in Auburn. So a lot of times we just get into the discussion of who's driving, and chicks would be ear hustling, as they call it nowadays, and they would hear, me saying, "I don't feel like driving the vet, so can I ride with you?" or whatever. Because
that's on you. That's on you. Don't nobody. You're the only one that calls a Chevette a vet.
No, but it was our kind of inner joke. And so all three of us referred to it as the vet. So yeah, they would hear us thought like we want to ride in the vet tonight. So okay, well I'm driving, and so they would be ear hustling. They would hear that, and yeah, I got some dates out of that. But yes, when I showed up in the vet, they were disappointed, and a number of times the date did not go forward because it was a Chevette and not a Corvette. But I did make some really good friends who would, they kind of took it in stride, like, "Oh, I thought you was talking about and we get to laughing and joking, and we ended up being friends. I never wound up. I never got the draws because of the vet.
So even when you said, "Hey, I'll take you to Quincy's, get you one of them big fat yeast rolls," they still turned you down?
Actually, I took a couple of them to Quincy's because I do like them yeast rolls was delicious, and who could resist? But like I said, it never ended in getting the draws. So.
Oh man. But all right. Well, that's it. That's all I had, since you didn't have any real topics today. And this is like a Seinfeld episode. It's about nothing. And I've only seen one episode, and that was the Soup Nazi one. So. But it's still all good. Great entertainment all the way around.
Brent, I appreciate your call.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Yeah, I never got the draws. Now, I say I got the draws a few times when they didn't have a preconceived notion. You just meet somebody and, you talk to them, whatever, and you end up going out. I got the Secret Garden playing. Quincy Jones' spot was out at that time. And so, yeah, the Secret Garden playing. Women loved that song for whatever reason, and you get to talking whatever, and you could talk yourself up on some draws, But anytime they thought that it was a Corvette, I never got the draws. Like, even the Secret Garden could not get me the draws if they came out expecting a Corvette and saw a Chevette. with a luggage rack. It just didn't work. Ain't enough songs to make that happen. Hold on. Yes, they thought we were talking about a Corvette. Yes. I wasn't balling at Alabama State. But I did have fun. Oh, let's see. Jericho says, I loved my Ford Escort. The Ford Escort was, it was a car. You gotta do what you gotta do. Andrew says, I had a Ford Escort back in the 90s and loved it. Okay. A lot of sisters had Ford Escorts. Let's see. Mayo says, my college car was a Plymouth Sundance and I loved it. Kept it for 11 years. All right. Ron says, I got to go to UDF and get me a large refill of coffee. Got to watch this again. It's some real something. I'm not sure what that word is. Needs to be done. Okay. Myosa says, not the Secret Garden. I did love that song. Yeah. Jerick says, what does a Chevette look like? Let me Google it. It was a nice car. It was a stick shift. But I had put the radio in myself. I don't know if I grounded it properly. And I don't know anybody who ever had, you know how like sometime if you maybe not grounded the radio or the stereo properly, and when, as the car is running, you hear that, it's got a little, and then as you hit the gas. So yeah, that was a part of the music as well, because you can always hear that little engine, that little high-pitched noise in the engine. But hey, Secret Garden, you forget about that high-pitched noise. And for whatever reason, women did love that song. I had a station wagon one. A station wagon Escort? Okay. I feel old thinking about them days. Yeah. Daryl says, my first car was a 1983 Pontiac 6000. All right, what year did you get the car? If you got that in 1983, you was balling. If you got that in 1991, not so much. So it all depends on what year. It all depends. Dina says, I had a Ford Probe GT. Almost lost my driver's license. I always liked them Ford Probes. And I also noticed that a lot of sisters have Ford Probes. Let me see. Back then, certain cars could impress a lady. Corvette, Trans Am, Camaro. All right. Ibadathia, what's up? Was you singing to the women while you was playing a Secret Garden song? No, I was singing to the women while I was playing Johnny Gill. Because that was also around the time that My Ma came out. And you pop in that Johnny Gill and Kenny G start playing. And then you start singing Johnny Gill. Yeah. Johnny Gill got me some draws too. But I never did sing the Secret Garden song. Nat says, I had a Buick Park Avenue in college. One step from a Cadillac. That's about one step from a Cadillac. Yeah. Naki says, that was a favorite, Secret Garden. I'm telling you, it was. Jerica says her first car was a Geo Storm. Oh, I remember those cars. They was ugly. I'm talking, I had a Chevy Chevette. I think mine was a 82 Chevy Chevette. Either it was either an 81 or an 82, I do believe, Chevy Chevette. But this was in 90, 91, somewhere around in there. I could just look and see. Y'all find out when Secret Garden came out, and that's the year it was. Yeah, you had an 83 and 94. Yeah, you wasn't balling. You wasn't balling. But I bet you had fun. I bet you had fun. My first car was a pair of Air Max. Brent said I had a blue 1990 Cavalier 2-door, no AC. The Vet didn't have AC. It had air. Had air. No power, nothing. Everything was rolled down. Reach over and, roll my window down. It had the one windows in the front with the little triangle window that you can tilt and blow the air in a little your way. And roll them, reach around the back seat. Roll that window down and reach over this way. Roll awkwardly that window down. That's how you let the windows down in the Vet. It had air. And that was that. It had a regular old, like I said, a regular AM/FM radio. I went to, I think, Walmart and bought what was it, Denson? A Denson cassette with auto reverse. So, I spent, it was Denson. So I didn't spend a lot of money, but the cassette had auto reverse. It now got some 6x9s and put them in a box and then ran the wire myself. I ran it under the little running board or whatever, and ran the wire myself to the back. So I felt like I had some beats. Not really. But I felt like I had some beats. I used to get in trouble for pulling up at the Mobile gas station in Prattville, Alabama, with my music up too loud. I really did. And then I had 6x9s in homemade wooden boxes in the back. I wasn't that loud, but I would be playing NWA, After Police, and I would always get in trouble. And one day my Uncle Mac was at the same gas station I was at, and I was playing After Police loud, and I didn't notice Uncle Mac. And Uncle Mac came over and gave me what for, and told me, turn that music down. I do a terrible Mac impersonation. Boy, you better turn that music down. Don't nobody want to hear all that cussing and stuff. Turn that music down. Matter of fact, turn your car off while you putting gas in it. So he gave it to me, okay, Uncle Mac. I respected Uncle Mac, so I did it. I didn't complain. And when he pulled away, I turned it back up. But he was gone, so he didn't know. Mayo says, I didn't like my. Some women did. So in 92, I was a freshman in high school. Sorry to hear about that. How about Mr. Big singing to you, but never got the draws? Janice, that is an interesting flex. Oh, Janice say Ron Isley sang to her, but he never got the draws. Oh, that's funny, Janice. That's funny. Hold on. How in the world did you survive in a car without AC? You just roll the windows down. Roll the windows down. Tilt that little window. It is what it is. My first car was a soft yellow 2-door Buick Regal with feet rims. It was cold. Okay. All right. Diane said, I inherited a Ford Tempo. Don't recall the year. And I had a radio pullout. Oh, a pull-out radio. You was balling. Them pull-out radios, I never understood it. I mean, I understood it. Take your radio out so it don't get stolen. But I never saw nobody walking around with their radios. Like, I never saw it. But I know people did pull them out. Did they put them in the trunk? I don't know. Jimmy said it was Jensen. King. Okay, Jensen. It wasn't Denson. It was Jensen. Either way. My first car was a Gremlin. No AC. You could turn the ignition without a key. All right. Myosha had the CD player with a detachable face in her Sundance. You couldn't tell her that. They didn't even make detachable faces when you was in high school. You could fool some people, but you ain't fooling me. Well, let me take that back. They might have. Maybe normal people couldn't get them. Normal people couldn't get them. But when I was in high school, I had no idea about detachable faces. But I guess, when you're rich, you can get whatever. Carolyn says, I had Beats too. That's right. And that's right, Sierra. Auto reverse in the car. That's right. I knew exactly what I was doing when I bought that radio. Pamela said her first car was a light blue Volkswagen. All right. LaDonna says hers was a 78 Phoenix. I'm not familiar. Y'all know, I would love to have a car like around the 70s, like a 76, 77, just a regular, like I don't want no fancy car, I don't need no muscle car. Like a 76 or a 77 Honda Prelude, or a 76 or a 77 Chevy Nova. Just a regular old school car, not 50s and I don't want fins and all that nonsense. But I wouldn't mind an old school, just regular car. I like those cars. A Dodge Reliant was your first car, Lewis says. All right. Technically, my first car, even though I never got a chance to drive it, was a 1974 Thunderbird. My mama had a 1974 Thunderbird that she told me I could have. I was like 14, and that car sat in the backyard forever. And then once I got about 17, I had my driver's license. I had been working to get it fixed up because Donnie, my uncle, was a mechanic, and so he was kind of helping me. And then one day my mama just decided she wanted her car back. And they finished fixing up the car and drove it, and I never had access to the car. Like, I put money in this thing. I put money in this car to get it fixed up. She just decided to take it back. Jerica says, I worked at Best Buy at high school. My car system was amazing. Trying to brag. Ibadati said, I remember them pull-out radios with the first big giant cell phone. It was like a mini suitcase. Yes, it was. How about a Catalina? Who's the maker? Who made the Catalina? 1974 Thunderbird was a big car. 1970, not 74. Did I say 74? It was a 1970 Ford Thunderbird. It was a big car, but it had power, everything. I did, Nakia. I did. I got fleeced. I did. Brenda Harris says Chevy Chevette. You had a vet too. All right. Yeah, Mama played me. We talked about it. She knows she played me. Pamela says we have a 1984 red Corvette. We still take it out in the summer. F your Corvette. That's how I feel about it. If it ain't a Chevette, it ain't a real vet. That's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. What you do to your mother to make her not let you get that car? Actually, I think her car, somebody wrecked her car. And kind of in the interim between, so I guess she just figured my car is wrecked. It's a perfect, all I gotta do is put probably a few $100s in that car back there. It's in, basically it's in really good shape. Like interior was pristine. I had put some work into it, and Donnie had done some working on it. I wasn't very far from having it finished. And so I guess she just figured my car ain't working right now, which she actually ended up having to buy a new car. But my car ain't working now, so I'll just drive that. And that's what she did. So it wasn't anything that I did wrong, and we talked about it, and I wasn't mad at her. But, yeah, we talked about how she played me. She tried to deny it for a long time. But then I finally had to hit her like, Ma, you played me. You took my car. She was cool. Like, okay, I took your car. You right. I took your car. That was pretty much the whole conversation. Dewana said, my first car was a 2000 green Geo Metro. I went to put in amp, speakers, and CD changer from Dick's Acoustic Auto Sounds. Used to be on Seymour. All right. Brainy says she played me too, but she didn't stick me for my paper. Yeah, she played me. She took my car. What's the best cars back then, Ford or Chevy? They've been in competition back then. I don't know what was the best. I just know for years I looked at that daggone Thunderbird, just dreaming of the day that I would be able to get in it and drive. I used to go out back and just sit in the car and imagine myself driving. When I was 16, when I turned 16, I think that's the day I went and took my test, or that's the day that I went and got my temps. One way or the other, whatever it was, that might have been. I remember on my 16th birthday, just begging her, Ma, just take me up there. Just take me up there. Just take me up there. Please take me up there. And I begged her so much that she thought, all right, come on, let's go. And went up there and took my test. I think that was it. I took the written portion of the test to get my temps. I was so excited. So excited. Oh, let's see. Nat says that 96 Chevy Impala is still tough. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. I think I did enough reminiscing. It's like 6 o'clock. 5:59, 6 o'clock. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, even though we didn't talk about anything today. We didn't talk about anything, but I learned stuff every day. I learned from a 15-year-old pimp today. I mean, you can't beat that. You guys enjoy your evening. It's not a bad day out, but I'm not going back out. I've got a lot of stuff that I have to do. So I intend on handling some stuff here at the house. I want you guys to enjoy the rest. You know what? I'm watching this this little series on Amazon Prime that I didn't think I was going to like, because I don't always like those, kind of biblical shows. But I'm actually kind of enjoying The House of David on Amazon Prime. And I don't binge watch stuff no more. I guess technically I'm binge watching it in a way. But I'll watch one episode and then watch another episode the next day. I wait a day between episodes. Number one, to stretch out the shows. And number two, to kind of build up a little bit of anticipation. But I'm enjoying The House of David on Amazon Prime. I think it's on Amazon Prime. Oh, and I'm back to I need Hulu again. I need Hulu again. Now, I was gonna go ahead and purchase Hulu, but like I pay for Disney Plus yearly. So sometime in February, I give them whatever the yearly cost is and do that. But in order to bundle, like you can't, or at least I haven't seen where you can do that with Hulu. So I don't, but I want Hulu. I had Hulu, some stuff happened. I don't have Hulu anymore. So I can trade somebody. You know what I'm saying? I got Peacock. I can't give you Apple TV Plus because, that's attached to my Apple account. So I give you that. You might be able to steal my phone and start buying stuff. You can download stuff, I can't give you Amazon Prime because that's connected to my Amazon Prime account. And I can't give you Apple TV Plus. I think I can trade somebody. Oh, Andrea say you got me on Hulu for Peacock? Bet. Send me, I'm gonna send you a message and we can exchange. Bet. Cause I was watching, what is it, Paradise? Paradise, is that the show? I was watching that, and then the day before the last episode dropped, I lost Hulu. They cut me off. So I haven't seen the last episode of Hulu. I mean of Paradise. And I also could use some MGM Plus. Again, I still haven't seen From because I don't have MGM Plus. And they bringing back the last season, or is that on Hulu? I think that's on MGM Plus too. They bringing back another season of what is it? Oh, the show with I don't want to do that. I was about to Forrest Whitaker. I'm sorry, I had to do the eyes, but I had to cover it up so y'all couldn't see. The show with Forrest Whitaker where, he's Bumpy Johnson. What is the name of that show? Forrest Whitaker is Bumpy Johnson. They just killed off Malcolm X. Anyway, they're bringing out another season of that soon. So I need MGM Plus. So if somebody got MGM Plus, Godfather Harlem, thank you, Twin, and Black Russian, Godfather Harlem, yeah, they bringing that back. So if somebody got MGM Plus, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can make a deal. I'm telling you, I got Paramount Plus. I got Peacock. Those are really the only ones that I can think of that I pay for right now. Everything else I got Max and Netflix and all of that stuff is on trade. So I need MGM Plus if somebody got it. Andrea, I'ma still get in touch with you, but that was the text, but somebody saying, I got you on Hulu and you don't have to trade nothing for it. But I still got you on Peacock. So I don't mind sharing with you. Hold on. Let me see. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna still get with you, but I could still use. Fake Dave Stinger says, "Are these even trades? Do you have commercials?" I don't have commercials on Paramount Plus. I think I do have commercials on Peacock. So, but that's still you know what I'm saying? You still get to watch the show. You just might have to look at 3 minutes of commercials before this. I don't think it's 3 minutes. I think it's like 2 minutes of commercials before the show starts. And then it's pretty much commercial free after that. But Paramount Plus, no, I'm commercial free on Paramount Plus. So they're good trades. And it's MGM Plus. It's only 2 shows on there that I would even want to watch. Only 2 shows right now that I would even want to watch on MGM Plus. So don't act like you holding nothing over nobody's head. Oh, I got that MGM Plus. Like, whatever. I could take it or leave it. All right. Well, let me get out of here. I got to contact a couple people, get my Hulu on, and Andrea, I'm gonna get up with you about that Peacock channel. You gotta be careful what you say around here. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Let me get out of here. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your evening. And as usual, as always, as you are out and about or chilling at home or whatever, enjoying your evening, please, for real, be the reason that somebody smiles today. Till next time, I'm out, y'all. Peace.